they're going to do everything they can possibly conceive of to try to take this from Donald Trump. And they're freaked out and they're frightened. And every poll gives them bad news. I mean, the only thing, there was one, like, so Biden the other day apparently just lost it. I mean, there were like F-bombs up the wazoo coming out of his mouth at the White House. He's yelling at everybody about these polls. He doesn't understand like why he's not doing better in Pennsylvania, et cetera. And why the coverage in the media is actually so negative on him. Well, I think sometimes we just have to go with the numbers, right, Joe? And if the numbers show Trump is actually ahead, then that's what we report. I mean, most of the time. And then sometimes you'll get one that's neck and neck. And I noticed suddenly, ever since he got so mad, suddenly you started to see this more positive spin on some of the things. So if it's like 45-45 and he's neck and neck in a particular state, then the media cheers that. They're trying to see that as a win for Biden. Well, here's one that they're really cheering. And, we got to see everything here. I'm a big believer in it. I have a lot of doubts about this one. It's a Franklin and Marshall poll. It shows Biden at 48%, Trump at 38% in Pennsylvania. And that actually suggests that things actually could be really more challenging there. I don't necessarily buy that. I really don't. I mean, I call it like it is. I just knew. Like, I knew he was going to win in 2016. I didn't think he would really in 20. I mean, I hate to say that, right? Like, I knew it would be much harder in 2020. But at this moment in time, and this is purely like, this is just my sixth sense. When I go to the airport and people come up to me and they're like, blah, 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 blah. Or when I'm around town and I hear, oh, Trish, I listened to your podcast and blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, oh, you listen to the podcast, you watch the YouTube channel. And there are people that sometimes I wouldn't necessarily think were all in for Donald Trump. Like, I get it. One of the other things I heard from a friend who listens to this podcast is that he's been taking Balance of Nature for years. And he was like so excited. He's like, I listened to your podcast. And by the way, I heard that Balance of Nature is one of your new sponsors. And we are thrilled to have them. And I'm thrilled to be taking this stuff because I feel pretty good, shall we say. I'm not the best about my fruits and veggies, so I know I can get them this way. With Balance of Nature, 1-800-246-8751, 1-800-246-8751, discount code TRISH. You get 35% off if you use that discount code. It's worth it. Look, I feel terrific. And I appreciate all your thank you guys. Thank you. This is a live show, so I can see those comments. Careful what you write. I can see those comments in real time. So Balance of Nature has been great. You can do this too. You can go on their website, check it out. They've been in business for some 20 years. They've had thousands of testimonials touting them, just like my friend, just like me. And people swear by it. I mean, I know I feel great. I feel more clear-headed. And I think it has something to do with making sure I'm getting my right nutrients. It's important. I live in the Northeast. Winter can be kind of gloomy. You Florida people, David, I know you're from Florida. I mean, like, you guys, you get a little vitamin D, but you know what? You can use everything else too. All of this stuff adds up. It helps you overall. So Balance of Nature and discount code TRISH.